I started my journey from Denver Airport to Vancouver, and then I was on this 15-hour flight from Vancouver to Hong Kong, and I took a sleeping pill and passed out for like half of the flight. I quickly passed through customs and then got on the train from the airport to the center of the city, and this was the easiest train that I have ever taken. It is a direct train and all you need is your Octopus card. There are 2 Octopus apps, one for Hong Kong residents and one for tourists, so make sure that you are downloading the correct app. You can use the Octopus app to pay for virtually anything in Hong Kong. I dropped my bags at my hotel and got ready basically in the dark in this bathroom that they had, because I can't check in until 3 and it's 8:30 in the morning. I then walked around, quite frankly, somewhat aimlessly, and ended up in the Times Square Mall where everything was closed because it was just too early. So I took the metro to the other side of the city and walked around a little bit. I saw where the Hong Kong Cultural Center was, and then I went to the Avenue of the Stars. As you can see here, you have picturesque, beautiful views of the bay, and you can see all the handprints of the celebrities from Hong Kong. I then decided why not go to the Hong Kong Museum of Art, because it was right there. It was less than a 5-minute walk. This is a really amazing museum with 5 stories of beautiful art. They had an exhibit on fans and they had an exhibit on snuff bottles, which both are so intricate and detailed and beautiful. I'm just trying to find 2 vegetarian restaurants. One was closed, it was Treehouse. They have other locations, so I'll try and go to a different location. And then I tried to find another one, and there's like so many malls and buildings and restaurants in malls. After that frustrating experience, I finally sat down at Veggie Kingdom and ordered some dim sum. It is typical in Hong Kong to share tables, so I ended up being seated with 3 women that were middle-aged, and they asked me if I was traveling solo. I said yes, and they seemed pretty surprised by that. I got a almond Danish that I'm saving for tomorrow. I got 2 egg tarts, which I am going to try one right now because I can't wait. I need a little pick-me-up. Actually, that's the mushroom onion quiche that I got for breakfast for tomorrow. Here are the egg tarts. It looks like the Portuguese, what's it called? Dang it, I can't remember the name, like pastelito or whatever it's called. That is really good. It's like an egg custard. It's slightly sweet, but not too sweet. I might have to eat the other one. Should have gotten like 10. On the sign it said they limited it to 30 per customer. That's a lot. All of this was $7 at the grocery store, 7 USD, which obviously if you were in the US, it's gonna be quite a bit more than that. Been up since like 1 basically, Hong Kong time, and it is now 2:30 p.m. and I've been walking all day. Outfit of the day. The second day in Hong Kong, I took the metro to Wan Tai Sin Temple and I walked around quite a bit and it was really beautiful. This was actually one of my favorite days in Hong Kong because after this I also went to Non Leon Garden, but Wan Tai Sin Temple was about an hour away from where I was staying, so it was a bit of a metro ride, but it was so worth it. So pretty. I kept thinking that I had seen everything in this temple and then I would discover another pathway or another garden or another statue. So I think I spent an hour or 2 here overall. It was really just beautiful, serene, and calm. From here, I went to Non Leon Garden, and yes, I did go the wrong way and then had to turn around. I think this was my favorite spot of the entire trip to Hong Kong. This garden was so beautiful, so zen-like, so calm, so peaceful. It was a nice escape from the hustle and bustle of the city that I had been in the day before, and also that I got back to this afternoon, which you will see. And it's just so beautiful. I spent, I think, 2 hours here because I also had lunch at the vegetarian restaurant that is run by the nuns there, and the food was so good, albeit a little bit expensive. I think I spent around 30 USD. This is pretty wild. Everything has its own like specialty. So there's camera shops, there's like hardware, there's even shops that have just drills. Now I am on Sneaker Street and they have everything. After walking around Sneaker Street for a little bit, I went to Ladies Market, and these stalls are just full. They have lots of toys, lots of bags, souvenirs, and I thought it was funny that they're also selling these Trader Joe's bags here, and of course these are probably knockoffs. I then hopped on the metro again and went over to Harbor City Mall and walked to M Bakery. This is actually a New York bakery, but they have a few of them here in Hong Kong and I wanted to try it. This is the best tiramisu that I have ever had. I am not exaggerating. I ate the whole thing in one sitting, justifying it by how much walking I've been doing, but this was so good. I don't know if I would go out of my way for it. No, I totally would go out of my way for it. I think you should go here if you're in Hong Kong. My feet are killing me. I made it back to the hotel just as it started raining. I don't know if you can hear that. The humidity here is crazy. I had the longest day. I am about to, I was gonna say crash out. I'm not crashing out, but I am gonna crash. I left here around 8:30 and it's now 6 o'clock. I got my food to go from Treehouse. I'm gonna shower the day off and eat and chill and go to bed at like 9 o'clock because I woke up at 4 in the morning. So this is what I got at Treehouse. I got their Italian sub. I think this is tempeh. I added roasted bell peppers. And then I got the sweet potato fries, which I had a few already. It is raining today, so my plan is to go to M Plus Museum and then stop at Australian Dairy Company, I think. Australian Dairy Restaurant for brunch. It's like a breakfast place, but I wasn't really hungry this morning, so it's gonna be my lunch, I guess, first meal of the day, and then maybe go to K11. This is the outfit of the day. Google, I do not appreciate this direction. Sometimes it takes me the weirdest ways. This was the first and only Uber I took from M Plus Museum to Australian Dairy Company. If I was going to take the metro, it would have taken me an hour, and it was only a 10-minute Uber ride. I went to Australian Dairy Company and I ordered the French toast, the Hong Kong French toast, which is what they're kind of famous for in Hong Kong. And then I also got some eggs. To be honest with you, I wasn't really feeling brunch, but I did really want to try this place, and this was kind of like the only day it was convenient to go to this area, and it was pretty good. I definitely think it's a better spot for breakfast than it is for lunch, but this was delicious, no complaints, and it was the cheapest meal that I had in Hong Kong. The only thing is they don't take credit cards, which is the only place in Hong Kong that I ran into where they don't take credit cards or the octopus card, but they were nice enough to let me go to the ATM. I walked around a bit, and as a jewelry designer, I always love window shopping and looking at the jewelry. These are companies that I had never heard of, but they had some beautiful pieces in their displays. And I kept on walking, and I came across this little market that was being set up. So I walked through a little bit, and then I went to Maria's and just grabbed a few things for breakfast in the morning because my hotel didn't have breakfast. I like to have something in the room. And then I ended up at Uniqlo in one of the malls that was kind of close to where I was staying, and I shopped a little bit. They have pretty similar things that they do in the US. I tried some stuff on, but I wasn't really happy with any of it, so I ended up not getting anything. I just didn't think this looked very good. And then I walked through Times Square Mall again, and everything was open, but I was just so exhausted at this point. I was like, I gotta keep pushing, I gotta see it. But I ended up just sitting there on a bench for a little bit, figuring out where to go to dinner, and I ended up at this Italian place, Nocino, that was so delicious. I wouldn't say like Hong Kong has amazing Italian food, except for this restaurant. I was so surprised. I felt like I was in Italy. This was so good, especially on a rainy day. I am quite tired from all the walking, as you can see, and also just waking up super early, probably because of the time difference. Like I woke up at 4 one day, woke up at 5:30 this morning. So my plan is to go to Repulse Bay Beach, which is about a 40-minute bus ride, and just kind of like hang out, try not to walk too much, just relax and read, and then come back and chill for the afternoon. Maybe go out for dinner and possibly do a boat ride in the bay tonight and see the Symphony of Light. So let's go. This is the outfit of the day, and I'm wearing sandals. This is the most stunning beach. Going on a boat. This boat tour was only 20 or 25 USD, and it was an absolute highlight of the trip. I got to speak to a Brazilian woman. She's also the one who took these photos, and she was in Hong Kong for her business for fashion. This really just reminded me why I love travel so much, and also why I love solo travel, because you get to meet people from different walks of life and see the world from their perspective. The city at night is totally different. This is a very nice mall. Lots of luxury stores. This is the vibe. The next day I took the metro to Vision Bakery. I did stop at the Sanrio store that I passed on the way, and this bakery I had seen so much on Instagram and YouTube from other people, so it was a recommendation that I knew I had to go to. I got the matcha croissant, which is what they are known for, but what I didn't know is there's also mochi in here. And when I tell you I dream about this baked good from Hong Kong, I wish this was around the block. It was so good. That was so sweet. I couldn't even finish the whole thing, but it was really good. Then I headed to Victoria's Peak, and because it was Sunday, it was so busy. This was something that I had booked in advance with Get Your Guide, which is also how I booked the boat tour, by the way. But I feel like I made a mistake here because it was Sunday around noon and it was just so crowded here. It wasn't the most enjoyable experience. I think I just went up like 7 elevators to the Sky Terrace. Too crowded. I need to get out of here. Just walked up so many stairs and now there are more stairs. This is a much more calm environment. Pretty lively prison. Just checking out some of the shops. This was my last full day in Hong Kong. I leave tomorrow. My flight's at 7 p.m. No, it's at 9 p.m. I have to be there at 7. I'm going to Singapore tomorrow. This was probably my biggest shopping day. Let me show you what I got and ignore this mess in the background of my hotel room. Water. Makeup wipes. I went into this store called Sasa, which is like a beauty store, so I needed more makeup wipes for my trip. But I also got some anti-aging face masks, and these are from a Korean brand. I haven't tried these before, but whenever I travel, my skin just like flares up. I got this for my uncle. I got a whole bunch of souvenirs. He has a Scottish Terrier and he gave me a lot of recommendations. He's actually the one who told me to come to Hong Kong, so I saw this and I just needed to get it. My bakehouse, I got this for Eve. This is for myself, Versace perfume. This is also from that beauty place, Sasa. I really like getting small perfumes because then I can put them in my purse and carry them around with me. So dehydrated. My mom loves reusable bags, so I got her this very cute Hong Kong style reusable bag. I got a whole bunch of magnets for myself and for souvenirs. I got some postcards. I'm not gonna mail these, but I feel like they're cute just to like put on the fridge or whatever. This one's for my dad, and then these maybe I'll keep or give to someone. Here are the other magnets. I got two, one for me and one for somebody else. This is for my nephew. This little bag is for me. I just thought it was so cute. I loved this one, and then I was like, shit, I should have gotten the egg tart one. So I don't know, I almost bought both, but it's probably good I didn't spend more money. And then some earrings for my mom. At the souvenir shop, I spent $37, and at the beauty store, I spent about $20. At Bakehouse, I think I spent about like $11. I just got some food for dinner from the grocery store, which was $3. It was like a ramen cup and water. I know I'm not gonna want to go out again, so now I have to figure out how to fit all of this in my suitcase, which is gonna be a mission. And tomorrow I am planning on going to the Big Buddha, and I have to figure out how I'm gonna like get my bags in storage or whatever I'm gonna do with my bags, so stay tuned. This is the outfit of the day for my last day in Hong Kong, and I did find a bag storage in a mall. It was right before you took the cable car for the Big Buddha, so it was super convenient. I left my stuff here all afternoon, and it was safe and secure. The house is literally everywhere. It's an hour wait. So the Big Buddha is in Lantau Island, and you need to take a cable car to get there. You do need to buy a ticket, and it is slightly expensive. It was around 38 USD round trip for an adult. And there was a line, so they asked if I wanted to jump the line and it's more expensive. I just went with the regular ticket. It didn't take a full hour, which is what they said it was going to take. It was more like 40 minutes, and then it takes another half an hour to get over. And there's this little village with a bunch of souvenir shops on your way to the Big Buddha. Sesame ball, green bean mochi, and peanut mochi. I was a little unsure of what was inside all of these sweets. I know that one of them was black sesame. I just tasted the other ones and it weirded me out a little bit just because I didn't know what was in them and if they were fully vegetarian. Then I started to head back because there was such a long wait to get on the tram. I was concerned there might be a wait heading back, but it wasn't as bad. And once again, beautiful views. And then I stopped in the mall. They had a Pop Mart vending machine, and you know I had to get myself a Labubu, so I happened to get a light blue little Labubu charm that I could put on my bag. Then I picked up my suitcase and my bag, and it was 80 Hong Kong dollars. Not too expensive, much less expensive than it would have been at the airport. I took the train to the airport and headed to my gate, and that is it for Hong Kong. Bye Hong Kong.